welcome back to another video. To those who are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Jasmine, and to those who are already my subscribers, welcome back. So I had asked on Instagram, well, first and for all, finally I made space on my phone. Like I tell everybody, my phone is an Android. I am recording through my phone, editing through my phone. I started YouTube on the bottom like everybody else. So hopefully by next year I get to upgrade, camera, whatever, whatsoever, even a better phone. But yes, so on Instagram I had asked, I will have my Instagram hopefully here, somewhere down here, or if not in the description box. But what's it called? I had asked my fellow Instagram followers, aka slash some of my subscribers, what kind of videos they would like to see. I always ask that, so I suggest for you guys to follow me on Instagram. To those that don't, I always tend to ask what kind of videos, because one, I run out of ideas, and two, I want to post things that you guys will actually watch and not watch, right? So today's video is about me and my hubby's reaction when we found out we was having twins, and how I found out. So with that being said, and yes, the way you guys are seeing me, like the song says, I woke up like this. But yes, it's been a long weekend slash beginning of the week. I started my new job. It's just a part-time job, so it's still exhausting. I work at a store, and at a store, it's always just up and down throughout your whole shift. And if you have a full shift, then you're up and down for like the whole shift. But anywho, I decided to make the video just because I want to have something to do in YouTube. And not only that, so my YouTube won't be as dry as it is most of the time. But yes, stay tuned with the beginning. I'm getting distracted, y'all. The rain drops falling into my carpet thingy that's outside is like so soothing and relaxing. That's what's keeping me distracted. But anyways, let's get started with the video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and also comment down below for any future videos you would like to see. Like I said again, welcome back to my channel. I am trying my hardest to do this YouTube videos for me, for you guys, and whatsoever. Remember, my videos is just positivity and certain stuff and knowledge and some stuff. I'm a mother of 3. I have a future 6-year-old son, which is next month, and I have a future 6-month twin girls in a few weeks after Christmas. And so yes, just welcome to my channel, and I hope you guys enjoy everything that I'm going to be talking about. I've been trying to do this video for the longest, and if I am talking fast, it's because for the reason that I don't want to make the intro of the beginning so slow and long. But yes, with that being said, let's continue with the video. It did not work, so let me do this again. So see, it's just like, oh my god. Anyways, all right, so let's get started. All right, my reaction, first of all, I'm gonna start with my reaction. My reaction was priceless, was shocking, was, are you kidding me? Stop lying to me. How did this happen? And whatsoever. Because of the simple fact that in my family, twins do not run. And the only person that in my family I know that has twins, it was my great-great-great-grandpa from I don't know what generation to his 3rd wife. So that's like way ahead. But here it comes. Alright, so the way I found out that I was having twins was because, alright, so I had applied back to the airport. I used to work at the airport, and out here in Stockton, I was having a rough time looking for a job. So it got to the point where I was like, alright, I'm going to commute from Stockton to Oakland, from Stockton to Oakland, from Stockton to Oakland for as long as you can, because I enjoy that job. I love that job. I love the airport, and it's something that I've always wanted to work for. And when I got to work for it, I got fired for a simple hater. So yes, so I had applied, I got the job, I everything. I was just like, all right, it's getting there, everything's going smooth. Finally, I'm gonna have a job. I was on my third I was on my third day of training, and I told them, no, sorry, the fourth day, the third or fourth day of training. It was 4 days of training. Of course, to be in the airport, you have to be certified. And even though I had experience, I was working for another company. In that company, there's always policies and stuff like that. So I told them that I was pregnant, and as I was on my way back home to Stockton from Oakland, I went to go pick up my son with my parents, and as on my way over there, I was just like, man, it's been a minute. I was cramping for 2 weeks already. So what came in my mind, I was like, all right, most of the time when a female goes through cramps, either it can be normal, or from what I understood, it can be a problem where it's causing the whole miscarriage thing. So my fear was to have a miscarriage because, it's just I've been trying to have more kids, and me and my husband, we planned it. And so it's something that, he wanted and I wanted. So I dropped off my son at his grandma's house in Manteca, and I made my way to French Camp, to the hospital that I go to. And of course, I show up, and I'm like, hey, I'm pregnant. I don't know how far am I. I just found out that I'm pregnant. But I've been having cramps for the past 2 weeks, and I am here just to make sure that everything is okay. And so they took me in right away, just because of the fact that I didn't know I was pregnant and how far. I mean, I didn't know how long of my pregnancy was, so they just wanted to, attend me fast and see what's going on as soon as possible. So when they call me in, they take me to the ultrasound. They did blood work and everything, just to see what was going on and to make sure that I was pregnant. And it turns out that I came out positive. And next thing you know, the ultrasound comes, and it was a guy. So as uncomfortable as it was, I asked him, because I couldn't hear the heartbeat, y'all. The machine wasn't the machine that the what is it, the speaker thing? It wasn't off. It was on. So I was just like, oh man, I don't hear a heartbeat. Like, please don't tell me anything bad. I was like, God, please, like I say most of the time, if you really exist up there, you really, really have my back, like you had a few times. Please don't give me a bad sign. Like, I just don't want to go through a loss. I'm like, I don't see myself losing a kid or anybody, expects to, to lose a family or a loved one or whatever. So that's when I get sent to a different waiting room. I get sent to a different waiting room, and I'm just there thinking to myself, like, man, like, please, no bad news. Just let me have my baby. Let me get pregnant. Give me the chance to get pregnant. Like, I promise you, God, I'm gonna do my best as a mom with my son, with my future baby. Excuse my baby in the back. And so that's when I get called. When I get called, the doctor doesn't have. It's a female doctor. She had no face expression, as in, like, she wasn't looking happy, mad, or anything. Just her face was just scaring me the whole time. And as we're walking to a different room to talk privately, that's when she tells me, she goes, okay, I need you to go as a walk-in. I need you to go as a walk-in because, yes, you're pregnant, but it's likely showing that you're about 7 to 11 weeks. And I'm like, 7 to 11 weeks. So give me an exact week, like, how far am I? Like, I want to know, because of the simple fact that I would like to take care of myself ASAP, like, vitamin wise, not do too much, not stress out too much and whatsoever. So that's when she tells me, she goes, oh, and the reason why I'm telling you to do a walking is because there is no sound of a heartbeat. And when she tells me that, I'm like, great. I even went like this. I'm like, great. I'm about to have the baddest news ever. And I was negative, you guys. I was negative because, I don't know. I was just being negative, and I hate the fact that I was being negative, thinking, like, just thinking bad of anything, like miscarriage and stuff like that, right? So then when she tells me the reason why you did not hear your heartbeat was because it is slightly, okay, slightly showing that you're having twins. And I go, huh? She goes, yeah, it's slightly showing twins with a smiley face. And I'm like, this is my face. Yes, like who is gonna even not react like that? And the reason why I reacted like that was because, like I said, in my family, no twins run. So I'm like, how the F did this happen? Like, where do these little two things come from? But since she says slightly, then that's when I told myself, don't get excited. Don't get overexcited. Just because she says slightly, it doesn't mean it's a for sure thing. It's a maybe. So the reason why I say maybe is because maybe there is two, but something bad can happen and I can end up having one. Out of those two, I can have one. I was like, not only that, maybe there's just one and there's something else in my placenta with the baby. I'm like, who knows? Just who knows? I just didn't get excited. I was excited that I was pregnant for sure, but I wasn't excited yet to know if it was just gonna be one or I was gonna have twins, right? So instead of getting my hopes up, I was just like, let me just be calm. Hold on, you guys. So after that, excuse me, after that, it was time to go home. She was like, everything's fine. The whole cramping is fine. It's normal. It's going to go away at a certain point. And it did. The next day, it went away. I was like, oh, okay, weird, but it went away. But as I was leaving, and that's when I called my husband on the phone. This is when he had a nighttime job. So I had the chance to call him. And it turns out that when I was calling him, he was on his way home. But I called him and I was like, hey, I have something to tell you. The whole thing is that I told him that it's slightly showing twins and whatsoever. He did not listen to me. He was getting a ride home, so there was like the driver, the passenger, him, and like two other co-workers in the back seat. So he was indeed busy, and so I just got so frustrated. I'm like, you know what? Whatever, I'm just gonna talk to you when you get home because you're not even listening to me. And I already told you a lot of stuff and you didn't listen. He goes, honestly, no. And I was like, oh my god. So it's for my hormones not to go crazy, I just clicked on him and waited for him to get home. When he comes home, I'm sitting down on my bed. Sorry. What's it called? I was sitting down on my bed. I got a text message from my boss. So I'm in my bed sitting down, and that's when he comes in, and I look at him and I give him a serious face. And as I give him the serious face, that's when he gives me the face like, what's going on? So he was like, how did it go? What did they told you? And I was like, all right. So the cramping is normal. It is going to go away. But I have something else to tell you. I don't know how to tell you, but I was just staring like this the whole time at him, like how the hell am I gonna tell him that it's slightly, that the doctor told me that it's slightly showing too, right? So I told him, I'm like, you know what? Sit down. I'm like, because I don't know how you're gonna take this. So I'm here scaring the crap out of him, and so I'm trying to like maintain my serious face and show a lot of excitement just so I can scare him for a little bit because he was not listening to me on the phone. right? He was not listening to me on the phone, so I had to do a little petty move and, get him a little scared. So that's when he sits down, and I told him, I'm like, all right, I started off with um, so as I was in the ultrasound, I couldn't hear a heartbeat. I had even asked the doctor, the nurse, the ultrasound guy, that if everything was okay, because I couldn't hear a heartbeat, and the only thing he told me, I'm sorry, but I can't tell you nothing. You have to wait until your doctor tells you. And I'm like, but if he was a female, I'm pretty sure that female would have told me if everything was okay, right? But he was just, I mean, I understand it was just his job. I guess guys take their jobs more seriously than a girl. Like, a girl basically will tell you what's going on because they're females. They understand you. They would like to let you know. But anyways, that's when I told him, I'm like, well, I couldn't hear a heartbeat, and the ultrasound dude couldn't hear a heartbeat. That's when his face expression changes, and I guess he was expecting the worst or something, which I kind of take it back, scared him all like that. But that's when I tell him the reason why they couldn't hear a heartbeat was because it's slightly showing that there's twins. And they said that when there's twins, it's harder to hear a heartbeat because it's two of them. And since they're so small, it's even harder. He goes, huh? And I'm like, yeah, we're might expect twins. I'm like, let's not get excited. She just said it's the most likely. So you never know. I'm like, let's just wait. Let's just wait. So we was just waiting and waiting. Mind you, my son knew all along that I was pregnant, and I did not know. He started giving the signs when we was going to the stores and buy him clothes or whatsoever. Excuse me. Just to go to the mall, just to walk around or whatever. He would be like, "Oh, mommy, look, Tony, look, a dress for my brother. I mean, a dress for my sister, and this for my brother." So the whole time he was just talking about two, but he was just saying that it was a boy and a girl. I don't know if it's something that he wanted, but the thing is that he knew that there was two inside of me the whole time before I took the pregnancy test, and after the pregnancy test, and after the whole emergency thing that I went to the emergency room. He kept saying that it was two and two and two, and I'm like, all right, all right, all right. But in the beginning, when he was telling us the whole dress and the whole thingy, I was just like, nah, like he's just a kid. Let's just not believe him. He's just speaking words just cause or whatever. And that's when we have our appointments. Finally. Oh, I went to a walk-in and they did a pregnancy test and they sent me home and make an appointment. I was like, dude, I'm pregnant. Like, I don't need to tell you. You don't need to check that I'm pregnant. If I'm telling you that I'm pregnant, it's because I'm pregnant. And in the system shows that yeah. But in the system it shows that I'm pregnant because the clinics are next to the hospital. So those clinics in the hospital have the same system. So I was like, you just need to go in the system and they'll clearly tell you that I'm pregnant with blood work and a whole P test, right? Give me a second. So yeah, sorry, I forget that they don't like being with each other, and so I had them together and I had to separate them. But that's when my bun is everywhere. So yeah, that's when I did a walk-in. They gave me the appointment, and the appointment was on December 18, 2018. So that's when we was gonna find out how far I was, and if I was gonna have one or two. My thing was, after being told that it was slightly showing twins, I didn't even care how far I was. I just wanted to know if it was just gonna be one or it was just gonna be two. Well, that's when they bring me in the room. Well, bring us in the room and to the where they have the ultrasound, and I lay down and everything, and my husband gets next to me, closer to the wall, and that's when he tells me, hold on, I had to put this baby on the camera. Hi. The other one's being jelly. But yeah, so he gets towards the wall, like on the side of the wall, and the doctor has two other, like, what is it, not volunteer workers, but those who are in the, like, are in the process of graduating to do what they're, what they want to do, like the whole doctor thing and everything. So she was just trying to basically show them like how to use the ultrasound machine while she was doing it on me, right? So I'm paying attention to them, what she's doing, that I lost track of the whole machine thing, like the image thing. So that's when I turn and see my husband, and I'm like, what's going on? I look, and she's not saying nothing, she's just giving instructions of what button she's pushing and what not to push and what to do and what not to do. And that's when I cut her off. I'm like, excuse me, I don't know if I'm gonna sound rude, but am I tripping or am I seeing two? Cause I thought that I was gonna have, I was expecting twins, as in like in a different sack. I forgot the word, but I was expecting two different sacks, so I was looking for that. But when I look, the image was showing two babies in one sack, and I was just like, okay, well, am I tripping or am I seeing two? And that's when she goes, oh my god, you're having twins. Oh, congratulations and whatsoever. And from what I see, you're about, I think she said 11 weeks and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, like, I am really, really having twins. Like, oh my god. My husband, you guys, he turned pale yellow, then white, then he was happy, then he wanted to pass out. Then he just kept, like, doing the whole, like, trying to get some air on him. The thing is that the news was so shocking for him that I was just like, I'm about to tell the doctor, like, hey, my husband's about to pass out. Can we switch spots so he can lay down before he falls on the ground? But when I look up, he just grabs my hand. I'm like, you okay? He goes, mm-hmm. Like, the news was just too much for him. In a good way, of course. Obviously, when do you expect to have twins, right? But here comes the thing. When I told him the whole twin thing, that's when he tells me, oh, well, twins does run in my family. And that's when I'm like, so now I know where it's coming from. But then I'm like, why me? Why him? Like, he has heck other siblings. He has two other sisters. One of them is older, so she had the kids she wanted. But there's another sister that still can have kids, and his brother that still can have kids. So I'm like, why? Like, why double the trouble for me and for him? But it's a blessing, you guys. It's a blessing. I don't know if you guys are religious. I'm not that of a religious person, but I have beliefs and faith. And I prayed. I don't want to say I asked for them, but I did pray to give me the chance to be a mother one more time, and with the person who I'm with. I basically, like I said, I was just praying and praying and praying. I was praying and I was praying, and man, it happened. But this time, instead of giving me one, it was just two of them at the same time. Like, hey girl, you want them so bad, here's two for you. Kick you in the butt, and it's two for you. But man, that's when I was just lost and confused. Like, where did this twist thing come from? Well, little by little, I started learning that, hey mama, sorry, I started to know little by little that my mother-in-law, her mom, hi, I learned that my mother-in-law's mom, she had twins, but they died at birth. Obviously, back in the time, they didn't have the technology and the advanced stuff like we do now. So they never knew if they were identical or not. Um, her sisters, my mother-in-law's sister, actually ended up having twins, but not twins, but in Spanish it's called cuatas, meaning they're twins but they're not look alike. And yeah, so they're twins but they don't look alike. And as well as from what I learned was that there's other family members that had twins, but either one of them did not make it at birth, or the other one, or it turns out that the other one of them just had a couple of months of living, and the other one had the chance to live longer. um so that's when I understood that his family, my husband's family, from the mom and the dad side, had twins. So now I totally understood where the whole twin was coming from, which I am okay. I am blessed. I am thankful. I'm learning something new. I'm learning to be a better mom. Um, with my son, it was different, and these girls, had taught me a lot more, and they had taught me patience. The patience with my son was a little different. Um, but my son is getting older. It's a boy thing, so I totally comprehend him. But yes, it was just shocking. It was terrifying because I did not know how I was going to tell my parents. I planned to get pregnant, but I never thought I had to tell my parents. I am 24 years old, so I still shared stuff with my parents. And of course, I'm going to tell my parents that I'm pregnant. Like, hey, they're the grandparents and stuff like that. So, my biggest fear, not only to tell my dad that I was pregnant, it was also like, hey, I'm not just pregnant, but I'm having two. So my whole thing was just like, wow, like how am I gonna tell the world? But yeah, I didn't even announce that I was pregnant, for the simple fact that I just wanted to wait to see that if it was gonna be one or two. And yeah, it was shocking, exciting, scary, and believe. I'm still in disbelief, you guys, that I'm a mom of identical twins. Yes, identical twins. I am still in disbelief. I still see them, and I'm like, oh, like, wow. Like, it's just an honor to be a mom of twins. It's a hard work, but at the same time, it's an easy job. It just depends on the day, on their moods, and whatsoever. But I am so thankful. I'm thankful every day for my kids. What's it called? Excuse me, I got a runny nose. But yes, I'm just happy, and I am excited to see what the world got for me with my twin girls. So excited. At the moment, they don't match. That's one thing for my new subscribers. They don't match, for the simple fact that yes, a pregnancy was planned, but the whole twin thing was not. Like, how the hell you gonna plan a twin pregnancy, right? So everything's donated. Everything's donated. All the clothes is donated, and I am very thankful for that. I've been blessed with a lot of help, and I'm gonna say this once again, like I've been saying it. Thank you, Marla. Thank you, Amanda, for the donations of their kids slash nieces' clothes. But yeah, I hope it was an okay video. It was not too much. I could have maybe in later in your future, like I just started YouTube, so I am still shy for a bit. So yes, as I was saying, I had to cut the video off really quick. But I just started YouTube, and I am still shy to do videos in front of my husband. My husband does help me in cooking videos, because I do over voices. I don't just talk, in front of him. I'm still trying to get the hang of it. So hopefully next time, I was thinking that once I get comfortable with him with the whole recording and stuff like that, I was actually thinking of making a reaction video of, like, a video that I just did, a reaction video to the whole twin pregnancy, but with him in it, so you guys can know his actual perspective and see his actual perspective of the whole news. I don't know when will that be. It can take up a long time, but it's never late than never. Just because I thought it would be better for you guys to know his point of view. One of my other daughter likes to scream and make noises. So yeah, if you guys like the idea, go ahead and comment. I like the idea. And so yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed a video that I've been trying to upload, and it's been asked. I just didn't do it because I had to delete a lot of stuff from my phone in order to have the space to do a long video. But yeah, I'm gonna have to leave the video now. My babies are trying to fall asleep now and take a nap and eat, so I'm not gonna make this any longer. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned something new from me. Also give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment down below for any future videos you would like to see. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media, especially Instagram. I always ask my Instagram followers what kind of videos they would like to see, so your vote counts. And stay tuned for the next video. You guys have a beautiful, lovely Wednesday. My city of Stockton, where I'm currently living, is pretty ugly, so I hope you're enjoying a beautiful day in the ugly or a beautiful weather. And I see you guys on the next one. Bye. Bye.